This is author, speaker, and coach Dana Arcuri. Today I would like to talk about time management for aspiring writers. If you are anything like me, you have a busy life and you may have a lot on your plate. And so if we are not being diligent, we may actually get just too busy, too caught up with life, and we may miss opportunities to write. And so if you are pursuing a book and you are looking to have this particular goal accomplished and change a dream and turn it into reality, it is really crucial to manage your time and to come up with a new game plan. So the first writing tip is, number one, have a calendar, whether it's something that's on your cell phone or actually in your face, and you mark down specific days and times where you will commit to writing. And so, for example, say you see that every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at noon, you're free. And so even if it's only for 30 minutes or for a few hours, you could jot down on your calendar this time and these dates and then commit to it. On that day, at that time, put yourself out where you are really focusing on getting this writing done. I think that when you have this kind of goal and you are actually writing it on paper, you are more likely to succeed in whatever you're looking to do. So in this case, it's writing. And so nevertheless, write it down and stick with your goals. Number two would be that everyone has to keep in mind that they have their own life, they have their own seasons within life. So we wouldn't compare ourselves with other writers or authors because nobody has our life or our responsibilities. They don't have the same commitments or obligations that we have. And so I always say, don't compare yourself with anyone. Try not to get caught up in that because comparison is a no-win situation. And instead of keeping your eyes on other people who may be writing and moving forward in their efforts to launch their book, focus on your goals, focus on your dreams, focus on your writing. And so if for any reason you are in a season, for example, where you have young children, give yourself credit that you are juggling a full plate, that caring for young children is very time consuming. It does demand our attention and nurturing, and it could zap us of our energy. And it may even be that you have to write at night when the children are asleep and in bed. Whatever the case may be, do what works for you. For someone else, it might not be that they're in a season with young children. They might be in the empty nest stage of life, and perhaps they have an aging parent who is sick or in a retirement home or maybe even living with them, and it's taking a lot of time and energy caring for this senior parent. And so that's a whole other life challenge. That's a whole other season. And so respect the season that you are in. Understand that every life stage brings with it pros and cons. And so try to be flexible and try to not beat yourself up over these time constraints that you have. Instead, look at what you can do. Instead of looking at, I can't do this and I can't do that because I'm taking care of my parent and my parent's sick and they have doctor's appointments and I'm driving them to and from the doctors. Instead, don't get caught up in this. Don't get caught up in, I can't do, and then ABC, and you could fill in the blank. Instead, consider what can you do. Focus on what can you realistically accomplish. And focus only on that and have that as your primary central point. That, I might not have all day that I can write. I might not even have every day that I can write. But I do have a few hours on Thursday. Well, then go for it. On Thursday, dive right in and write. Be happy for that. If this is all you can do, just do what you can do and make the most of this opportunity. The next one would be that if you work outside the home, for example, let's just say you have a full-time job, then obviously you're busy. You might be working 8 hours a day. Say you work really far from home, then there's transportation involved, maybe an hour to work, an hour coming home from work. We have 10 hours right there that you are busy working and cannot be writing. That is understandable, that obviously that will have an impact on your writing. However, don't let that stop you from dreaming and for pursuing these special goals of yours. Instead, once again, come up with a game plan. Okay, I work 5 days a week. I work 8 hours a day. Fine. Can you type in the evening? Can you consider writing in the evening? Or are weekends better for you? Come up with realistic plans of action and then follow through. And I really believe that will help you to get more accomplished and get your writing done. Last, I want to talk about the number one. Here we go. Drum roll. The number one reason people don't write. Are you ready? Now, this might not be for you, but I can honestly say 95% this is the case. We're busy on social media. We're either blogging, we're chatting, we're encouraging others. Maybe we have an author page and we're really busy keeping up with that author page. Maybe we are on LinkedIn, we're on Twitter, we are on Pinterest, what have you. We're busy and we're online. And so what I think is that the internet is so wonderful and it gives us such this fabulous opportunity to make friends and to connect and to build our writing platform. And there are so many blessings involved with the internet. However, there are also the cons and the downsides. And part of it is that it's common for many writers to be busy, going through Facebook and looking at all of the friends' posts, and they're maybe in different groups on Facebook or different social media support groups or writing groups or whatever it may be. It could be in a situation where we lose a large amount of time. In a blink of an eye, 3 hours just flew by, just like that, and we lost 3 hours. What if we weren't on social media? What if we unplugged? What if we said to ourselves, you know what? My writing and my book is more important than scrolling through Facebook, than putting a large gap of my time, energy, and resources into the internet instead of writing. So I always tell people, you do what works for you. As for myself, I have learned that I could unplug, even if it's temporary. Say for 1 hour, I just take my phone, put it on mute, and I focus on whatever I'm writing. So if I have a chapter I'm working on, I pretty much tell myself, you're going to be disciplined. You will sit down, you will write, you will not check Facebook, you will not go on to the internet unless you're doing research, and you will just get this work accomplished. And the number one way to just stay on task is to stay off social media. And so today, really consider, how much time are you spending on Facebook? How much time are you on Pinterest or Twitter or Instagram or wherever you are? Think about the time that you could be writing instead of on this internet or social media, and consider, can you unplug, even if it is temporary, even if it is just a few hours every day, so you could get your writing done. And so I hope these little writing tips help you. I hope that it will spur you on to consider putting forth the effort, the time, the energy, and everything that it does take to see your dreams come true. Because I know there is a book inside of you. I know you're working hard, and I'd love to see it happen. If you'd like to connect with me on my website, you could go to danaarcuri.com. Thanks and have a great day.